Hello, I'm Annalouise, and today I'm going to touch upon the magic of spaciousness. These days, our lives are so filled with things to do, projects that we want to achieve, techniques to help us improve or to change. There's so much content that sometimes I think we can get distracted from resting in our true nature. And while all these things can be really wonderful, and I'm very much a partaker in a lot of them, there's nothing more magic really than just resting in a place of real openness and spaciousness. And it's magic for so many reasons. First of all, it's magic because it allows information to be received into my mind and my system that otherwise isn't present, that in my experience is much wiser than my everyday mind. It's also magic because it enables me to touch into the parts of my system that are holding, that are resisting, that are operating in strategies from the past. And it's almost like it's just like inviting it to soften on its own accord without any work. It's also magic because when coming from a place of spaciousness in connection with other, my experience is that miracles unfold. Information is brought to the surface that I may not have been aware about the other. Serendipity can arise, and it just feels like a deeper, more authentic connection. So what gets in the way of us inhabiting more spaciousness? I know I can get accelerated. I don't know whether you ever get accelerated. And when I get accelerated, it's almost like I find it more difficult to come back to spaciousness, even though it would be even more helpful if I did. So just having the awareness that, oh wow, I'm a little bit accelerated right now, can be helpful for me, and I can hold space for myself in that acceleration. For me, also getting too fixed on particular outcomes or goals. I don't know whether you ever feel that, but sometimes you can hang on to what needs to be done a little bit too tightly. And in doing so, it doesn't allow other things that might even be more magical to occupy the space. What about you? I'm curious, what about you inhibits a greater sense of spaciousness? Maybe sometimes feeling a bit impatient, like wanting information quick, wanting to do things like that pattern of speed, possibly. What else? Maybe just something that we haven't practiced, right? It may be that it's simple as just giving ourselves some time each day to practice being more spacious, both with ourselves and with others. One of the teachers I studied with for about 5 years, a Swami, one of the practice he gave to all of his students was just to sit in silence for 20 minutes every day. With no technique, just silence, and allow everything that was there just to be there. And I find this a very powerful way to prepare myself for sleep. It's allowing all the information information from the day just to be processed. And it feels really good. So let's spend 1 minute inviting ourselves into greater spaciousness now. So if you want to close your eyes, take a deep breath, feel your body. Allow your eyes and mouth to soften. If your mind is racing, that's fine. We can just be an observer of the mind. We can meet whatever's here with tenderness and openness, with no need to do anything. Nothing needs to change. Just allowing. And if there are sensations that are uncomfortable, welcoming those too. And then little by little, open your eyes. And I connect with you from this space of allowing, acceptance, patience, openness. And I invite us in our conversations this week to add, what do you reckon, 5 or 10%? Or if you're feeling up for it, maybe 50%. Find a percentage of how much more spaciousness you might try inviting into your conversations this week. What percentage feels realistic for you? 100%? Whatever feels good. Let's see what happens when we show up with others in a place of more openness and spaciousness. And I'd love you to tell me your experiences. So if you like this, please do press the like, the thumbs up, and do subscribe to the channel. And if you want to know more about my work, please go to www.resonating.love. Wishing you a week with greater openness, spaciousness, and acceptance of everything that's passing through.